Good afternoon, everyone. I've done the same, so I haven't provided 20 slides. I think I've provided 6, and I'll just talk for the rest of the time. So my name's Margaret Ogebule. I'm from the Young Foundation, and some of you will think we probably work with young people, but actually it's a legacy of Michael Young, who set up Open University, Language Line, Winch Consumer Magazine. So the Young Foundation really focuses on disruptive innovation, so changing the way people live. And mainly, if you look at Michael Young and Open University, changing the way people access education. So that's what we are about, transforming the way people work, live, through social innovation, and we very much focus on disruptive innovation. A lot of people probably don't like the word disruptive because they think of chaos, but we try to think of going against the grain, something different, something transformative. So that's what the Young Foundation do. I know that someone mentioned Jeff Mulgan earlier on. He was actually the chief exec of the Young Foundation before, and he's gone over to Nesta, and now we have Simon Willis, who is our chief exec. So that's a little bit about the Young Foundation. And today I'm going to talk to you very briefly about the Young Academy. So we're working in partnership with Metropolitan Housing, who have over 30,000 homes, 80,000 customers, London, Cambridge and Nottingham and Derby, and also being funded by the Cabinet Office, who've given us a pot of money to invest in social ventures. And I'm here today to ask you, well, it's a call to action, to help us find some social ventures who are in need of funding and support. Our focus is education, so there's only 35% of young people on free school meals attain a GCSE between A star and C. We are here to see if we can work with social ventures to change that. We think it's unacceptable, the gap between attainment of those who achieve and those who are seen not to achieve in education, and that is our focus. So we believe that these are the influences around young people, and we talked about it today regarding barriers for young people, and family, schools and teachers, friends and community are huge influences. And a lot of people focus on education. Young people only spend about 17% of their time in education. After that, it's major other influences. We also think that social ventures who work in schools, who come in contact with young people in youth centres, in youth activities, programs outside school, have a big influence. However, there's not much investment and finance for them. So we are actually actively looking for social ventures that transform education or the way people access education. So we work with social ventures who are able to provide disruptive innovation in education. So directly working with young people, working with organisations through young people, and the call to action, as I said before, is if you know anyone who is in this area, I'll be wrapping up in a second, we offer an incubator, so it's a taught curriculum for 3 months. You will get online support, face-to-face support in a classroom starting in November. We are looking for any social venture who is looking for mentoring. We have mentors, coaches who will help them with financial modelling. We also provide hot desk space through Metropolitan Housing and the Cabinet Office, and a pilot with schools. So we link you with a school in your area, ideally Nottingham or Derby, that can help you develop or implement what you do. And what are we investing in? We are actually offering some investment. So if you think the course is brilliant and you've got a lot out of it, you are entitled to up to 150k of investment, which you have to pay back, of course. So the key bits you need to know, it's a lot of key information up there. It's run by the Young Foundation. It's run by the Cabinet Office. It says Big Assist, but it's actually the Cabinet Office. Entrepreneurs who work with ages between 18 to 12 entrepreneurs we'll be working with in Nottingham and Derby. If it's a social venture, so you have to have existed for less than 2 years, ideally, but we also use the phrase of dormant, so maybe there's been a time in that 2 years where you haven't been running, it's absolutely fine, and you're working in schools. Our deadline application is the 1st of October, but applications open now, so we encourage you to send an application in, go onto our website and hear more information. I want to also talk to Debbie as well. I'd love to come to her First Tuesdays, right? Okay, so I'll be at First Tuesdays if anyone's going to that. And also if you've got any other events that you might be holding, please invite us to come. So if you are committed to changing education and helping all young people attain and reach their full potential, if you're ambitious as an entrepreneur or you work with ambitious entrepreneurs, or if you know anyone, I'm going to ask you to join us. And I also just want to thank the RSA and all their hard work and inviting me to share this information with you. Thank you very much.